Athletics. Let's not waste any time. Let's get this thing started. Trailblazer Weekly starts now. We open the show today on the tennis court as the Trailblazers women's tennis team traveled to surprise Arizona last week for the 2017 Pac-West Championships. DSU opened the tournament versus Azusa Pacific on Wednesday. Cougars swept through the doubles matches and clinched a 5-0 victory with 2 wins in singles play. Dixie State would then close its season with a consolation match versus Dominican on Thursday. The Trailblazers opened a 2-1 lead after doubles play against the Penguins as Lacey Hancock and Laura Hartle earned a 9-7 win at number 1 doubles. Conna Goldsmith and Kaylee Milligan were credited with a win at number 3 doubles after an illness forced Dominican to take a forfeit in the number 3 doubles slot. The Penguins also took a forfeit at number 6 singles, giving DSU a 3-1 lead heading into singles play. Dominican looked to overcome the deficit, grabbing wins at number 1 and number 2 singles, but Frances Hina Goldsmith and Laura Hartle refused to let the match slip away. Goldsmith rolled to a 6-2, 6-0 win at number 5 singles, while Hartle battled to a 6-3, 6-4 win at number 4 singles to clinch the victory. The win propelled Dixie State to a 9-8 record on the season, put the finishing touches on his first winning season since the 2013-2014 campaign, when the women's tennis team finished the season with a 12-9 mark. To softball now, as the Trailblazers traveled to number 13 California Baptist for a 4-game series with the Lancers on Friday and Saturday. DSU needed 4 wins to keep its conference title hopes alive. The Trailblazers kept those hopes alive with a pair of 1-0 wins on Friday, using a Bailey Gaffin home run in Game 1 and a Mallory Paulson RBI single in Game 2 to get the runs needed for the wins. DSU carried that momentum into Saturday. Dixie State opened the Saturday doubleheader with a 3-1 win in Game 1, scoring 3 runs in the second inning before escaping a bases-loaded jam in the 7th to get the win. But the Lancers broke the game open in Game 2 with a grand slam in the 4th inning and added 2 more runs in the 6th inning to build a 7-1 lead. DSU would add 4 runs in the 7th, but the rally fell short, and Cal Baptist clinched the Pac-West title with a 7-5 victory. For her performances in the series, we've named Brooklyn Beardshire our Trailblazer Weekly Softball Impact Player. Brooklyn tossed 2 complete game victories, including her 7th shutout of the season in the series opener on Friday. She logged a 0.50 ERA, allowing just 1 run and 1 walk with 12 strikeouts in 14 innings pitched. So congratulations to the softball team on the series win and to Brooklyn for being our Impact Player for softball. To baseball now, as the Trailblazers resume play in the Hawaiian Islands after a 2-week break in the schedule. DSU opened its 8-game trip with 4 games at Hawaii Pacific. The series was originally scheduled to start on Friday, but poor weather pushed the series opener to Saturday. DSU opened the series with an 11-4 win on Saturday. The Trailblazers out-hit HPU 15-6 in the opener, with Drew McLaughlin and Logan Porter leading the way with 3 hits apiece. Porter finished with 3 RBIs and in the process became just the 3rd player in Dixie State's NCAA era to reach the 60 RBI plateau in a season. The Sharks would bounce back for a 2-1 win in Game 2. The teams would then close the series with another doubleheader on Sunday. Like Game 1 on Saturday, DSU cruised to a 5-2 victory in Game 1 on Sunday. And then in Game 2, history happened as the game ended in an 8-8 tie, the first in the program's NCAA Division II era, with the game being ended after 5 innings due to a travel curfew to allow the Trailblazers to make its flight to Hilo for their 4-game set with the Vulcans later on this week. For his efforts in the series, we've named Dylan File our Trailblazer Weekly Baseball Impact Player. Dylan struck out 3 HPU batters in the series opener in 6 solid innings, holding the Sharks to just 2 hits over his final 2 innings of work to earn his 7th victory of the season, and with the win, moved into solo first place on DSU's career victories list, with 19 career wins. Congratulations to the baseball team and to Dylan File, now your career wins leader. Before we go on to break, it's time for a quick golf update. Both teams are at the Pac-West Championships in Hawaii. The men's team currently sits in 4th place after the first day, while the women's team sits in the 6th with 2 days remaining in both of those events. Of course, the men's team is looking to make it a three-peat at the conference championships after winning back-to-back championships in 2015 and 2016. So good luck to our golf teams in Hawaii over these next 2 days. Hopefully they'll be coming back with some hardware. It's time for a timeout. When we come back, we'll wrap up the show with a look ahead at the next week in Trailblazer Athletics. Stay with us. There's a lot more Trailblazer Weekly right after this.
I take the road less traveled, run free, unwind, unravel, someplace outside with lots to do. Green trees, red rocks, and don't forget that blue sky. The sunshine shining, sunshine pouring on me. Think I might just stay a while. Say hooray all day because the sun is gonna shine on me. Sun is gonna shine on me. Sun's gonna shine on me.
There is a place where rocks bleed and nature blushes on a battlefield green with envy, where dimples determine destiny and a tiny wooden tee holds the outcome in the balance. There is a place where friends are opponents and opponents are friends, where the prize is elusive, the conquest is captivating, and the score isn't settled till the drinks are down. There is a place.
I'm Anne. I'm a scientist.
Recycling takes a team.
Why don't you let me
And me.
help you out?
Everyone plays a part. Don't trash
I love taking stuff apart and building new things out of it.
what could be treasure.
Pal's my most advanced android.
This is awesome.
You haven't seen anything yet.
Give your cardboard box another life. Recycle.
So, I'm kind of new here, but I've noticed a trend. My human does this funny thing where she goes around and gets all my toys, and then she hides them in that basket by the door. You know, but it's always the same basket, and it's always in the same place. And then she acts so surprised when I find them, but, you know, she's putting them in the same basket. Again. It's like, hello? That's where you put it last time. You were the worst at hide and go seek.
I take the road less traveled, run free, unwind, unravel, someplace outside with lots to do. Green trees, red rocks, and don't forget that blue sky. The sunshine shining, sunshine pouring on me. Think I might just stay a while. Say hooray all day because the sun is gonna shine on me. Sun is gonna shine on me. Sun's gonna shine on me.
Your daughter is having trouble learning French. Do you A, hire a tutor?
Bonjour.
B, enforce a French-only rule at home? Or C, watch some foreign films? When it comes to parenting, there are no perfect answers, but that's okay, because you don't have to be perfect to be a perfect parent. Teens in foster care will love you just the same.
Welcome back to Trailblazer Weekly. It's now time to take a look ahead at the next week in Trailblazer Athletics. And as always, we invite you to go ahead and follow along on your screen. We'll let you know which events are at home and which are on the road. Starts Tuesday, which is today. Men's women's golf team, as we noted earlier in the show, at the Pac West Championships. Of course, the women's tournament taking place in Laie, Hawaii, and the men's tournament taking place in Kahuku, Hawaii. And that will go Tuesday and then also into Wednesday. Also today on Tuesday, the baseball team starting its 4-game series at Hawaii Hilo with a doubleheader starting at 3 o'clock Hawaii time. That's 7 o'clock Mountain time. And they'll have 2 games on Tuesday. Moving into Wednesday, as we mentioned, that is the final day of both the men's and the women's golf Pac West Championships. And that will wrap up. We'll have all those results for you next time on the show, as well as on Dixie State Athletics.com. Baseball on Wednesday will wrap up its 4-game series at Hawaii Hilo. And then that will take us to Friday. Nothing on Thursday this week. That takes us to Friday. As you see there on your screen, women's distance track at the Pac West Championships in San Diego, California. Stay tuned to DixieStateAthletics.com. We'll have a preview story there, and we'll let you know exactly who will be participating and in which events at the Pac West Championships. Moving into Saturday, which is the last of our events for the next week, women's distance track will finish up the 2-day Pac West Championships in the morning, and then we will also have the softball regular season finale and a doubleheader hosting Academy of Art games slated for noon and at 2 p.m. Should know about that softball doubleheader. Also marking Senior Day as 5 seniors, Arista Honey, Mallory Paulson, Shelby Young, Brooklyn Beardshear, and Josie Hartman, all play in their final game at Carl Brooks Field. We invite you to come out. We will honor those 5 seniors before the start of the first game on Saturday. That will do it for today's show. Thanks, as always, for watching. Remember, you can catch all episodes of Trailblazer Weekly on demand at the DSU Athletics YouTube page. Enjoy your week. We'll see you next time on Trailblazer Weekly.